What's happening, YouTube? Jonathan Perriente, the Education 10 here, coming at you guys with another video. I want to ask you guys to please continue to check and subscribe to my channel for more YouTube videos. And it first concerns the Jets, and I know I'm doing this video a little bit late. Been busy the last few days, but obviously, as everybody heard this week, and coming off the tough loss, as if that was hard enough to blow a 16-0 lead with 4 turnovers and lose to Buffalo last week. The Jets then got bad news involving quarterback Sam Darnold, who is going to be out for the foreseeable number of weeks with mononucleosis. And, well, for those that are unfamiliar with what mononucleosis is, it's nicknamed, well, people nickname it mono, they nickname it the kissing disease, which is usually something you get when you touch utensils, if you kiss someone that may have the illness. And basically what mononucleosis does, it virtually just kind of weakens your entire immune system. That's pretty much what it does. This isn't quite like having a cold. It's a little bit like it, but it's a little more... It can start with a strep throat and then just get worse. That's basically what happens. And so Sam Darnold is going to be out for about at least 3-4 weeks. So in the meantime, the Jets are going to have to turn to their backup quarterback, Trevor Siemian, as they take on the Cleveland Browns for this Monday's game on ESPN. And obviously, not the start you wanted if you're a Jets fan. It's, Le'Veon Bell was tested out for a shoulder injury. Thankfully, he's okay. But after Mosley went down, the defense just stopped playing. Vedvik was a complete disaster as a kicker last week. He couldn't even hit an extra point, let alone a field goal. So the Jets now had to try out kickers during the week, and they decided on Sam Ficken to be the new kicker, which we'll see where that goes. The Jets did add DeMaryius Thomas this week, which is actually very good now because in addition to Sam being out, Quincy Enunwa has a neck injury again, and he's going to be out possibly for the season, knowing where that's heading. And that's the second time now that Quincy Enunwa's had a neck injury, and you have to wonder how much longer is he going to play. He might have to retire. Getting one neck injury is bad enough. Getting 2 neck injuries is very scary. Usually a neck injury is like the ultimate career-ending injury. So definitely now the Jets have to really weigh out their options here. They're still without Chris Herndon for a couple more games. He's out the first 4 games of the year. So he's going to be out for 4 games as Herndon. And yes, you bring in DeMaryius Thomas, so I'm curious if the Jets will be able to catch lightning in a bottle with him. And the funny part is this is a guy New England had, and they just gave him up and the Jets took him. So, well, partly because now New England got Antonio Brown, which is just, wow. I mean, how lucky can you get? But we're going to have to see where the Jets go from here now, because no Darnold for a few weeks. You don't know what Simeon's going to bring to the table. You have DeMaryius Thomas. How is he going to factor into the offense? You now add Sam Ficken to your kicking team. Is he going to be anywhere near the better kicker than Vedvik was? And you kind of have to wonder, how are the Jets going to navigate the rest of the schedule? I mean, losing to Buffalo, that was a game they shouldn't have lost to, and now they're playing Cleveland, who's pissed about losing last week to the Titans. And Baker Mayfield, is going to be mad. He wants all the revenge in the world. And then in week 3, the Jets have to play New England. So this does not get any easier for the Jets. And fans are already beginning to think they're going to go 0-6. It's going to be another lost year. We don't know yet. It's been 1 game. But if the Jets end up losing another game like they did to the Bills against the Browns, that could be their season. These early losses, you don't feel them early, but they hurt later on. And I'll be very curious to see where the Jets are going to end up going with this, and just seeing how they're going to come out of last week. So, the Jets will take on the Browns at MetLife Stadium Monday night. And of course, already a little trash talking's begun. Odell Beckham no surprise. Already called out Greg Williams, basically saying, oh, he coaches his players to hurt people, and oh, he tried to end my career, and blah, blah. Greg Williams, of course, emphatically denied it, even though, yes, Greg Williams had his Bounty Gate issue. I know that's something he did. But, like, honestly, Odell, just shut up. Okay? Just play football. Stop acting like Antonio Brown. I'm sure, trust me, I'm sure in a couple years from now, what's happening to Antonio Brown is going to happen to Odell Beckham. He's going to go prancing on about how he's the greatest wide receiver that ever lived. And no, he wants to, he'll join Tom Brady. Watch. Just like Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham's going to be a Patriot one day. I'm calling it right now. He's going to be a New England Patriot very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's see what the Jets do against the very quarterback they pretty much gave birth to in Baker Mayfield. This will be a very, very curious matchup, and I'm really anxious to kind of see where this goes. Let's see where the Jets go from here. Let's see how Simeon does. Let's see how DeMaryius Thomas does. Let's see how Le'Veon Bell bounces back. Let's see how Adam Gase bounces back. What did Gase in was not only the play calling he did, but not running the ball more with Le'Veon Bell. Let's see what happens in week number 2. Jets-Browns, Monday night. Jonathan Pariente, The Education 10, saying bye for now.